Welcome to Wellraiser Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Coburn. With me, as always, is the mighty Shane, Scala, and sweet Simon Sanborn. Today's guest, I'm super excited about, Robbie Ripoll. You guys may have seen him on Spike TV's Inkmasters. He's a tattoo artist and all-around amazing individual. He always talks about love as a special ingredient in life and tattooing. And he gets real with us. He gets honest and vulnerable. There may be a few tears. I mean, it's a super cool episode. I'm really excited for you guys to tune in. Check it out right now.
Robbie, on the other side of fear.
It's a great quote.
Yeah, I love that. On your Facebook page, I was checking you out and came across this picture of a woman who had tattoos on her chest. And correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody had posted that picture on Facebook, and then it had gotten pulled down, and she was basically making her chest beautiful again after a double mastectomy.
Yep. Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit about that?
Kate is one of the lucky ones, or unlucky ones, because she caught the lumps before they were precancerous. So she did a preventative surgery to make sure that, we could cut out all the cancers we could. That was an amazing experience because Kate's a friend of mine. She's a client of mine. And she's a vibrant person. Like the picture of her smiling with her shirt off and the new tattoos.
Right.
That's Kate.
Right.
Like that's who she is. That's who she walks around being. That's the energy she puts into the universe. Even in bad relationships, she puts out good energy. Even in hard times, she puts out good energy. So she was someone that needed that. And it was funny because she made the appointment and she was like, "Oh, I just want the root chakra symbols where my nipples would be." And in our consultation, I was like, "Look, dude, let's do a whole underboob carriage. It'll be killer." And she's like, "Oh, I'm not ready." So the day of, she's like, "I'm ready." I'm like, "You asshole. All right, fine." So we planned. So I had to, on the spot, plan the rest of her piece. So, but it was beautiful because it was easy. It was a challenge, but it was an easy challenge. Partially because her radiant, energy, it was just so vibrant and it was just so easy to deal with her. And she invited her surgeons to come and check it out. And that was a big deal for me because I'm like, man, we're making a difference here. This is cool, And she was just so happy and just beautiful and smiley and awesome about it. And then I posted the picture. I posted the picture on my Facebook. It got reported. Facebook didn't pull it down. They looked into it.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I wanted to give the big middle finger to whoever did it. So
hashtag fuck cancer, right?
Exactly. So I hit her up. I hit him up and I was like, "Look, check this out, guys. This photo was reported. I want y'all to do me a favor and share it if y'all ever been dealing with or been affected by cancer." And we got such a huge response. We got over 3,000 likes on my photo, on just my photo on Facebook. We got over 2,000 shares, over 500 comments of support. A couple of assholes in there that got beat to shit by anyone who didn't like what they had to say. So it was beautiful because some jerk off wants to say something negative, and then 5 other people are like, "You're a loser. You go kill yourself," or whatever they wanted to say. Like, not saying that you need to fight negativity with negativity, but it was cool to see that people came together for her.
Right.
And she and I were messaging back and forth, and she was like, "This is so overwhelming. This is so cool. I didn't realize that there was this much love for me out there in the world. Like, this is awesome." So it helped her even more so to have that outpouring of goodness after getting the tattoos that changed her life.
I think in a lot of ways, individuals don't understand the level of strength that they're sharing in those moments. Like for her, she was kind of reclaiming herself and, obviously showing a strength to her that she could do it. But the second you posted that photo, I mean, that's strength personified right there. She's being her. She's exposing herself. She's being vulnerable and, showing the world, this is me. So many people wear kind of a mask, to hide pieces of themselves. And I think that's why it's so inspiring. I think that's why the support happens that way. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because, she was bare. She was bare chested, and it's such a controversial topic that somebody reported it because they're sick or angry or stupid. But, I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing for her to just take off her shirt, put a smile on, and be on the internet for people to judge. Some people were like, oh, what are those going to look like when you're 60, And like I said, there's just so much weird stuff that happened. And it's cool to see her really be able to reclaim herself, And yeah, I believe because she was so bare and because she was so vulnerable, I believe that's why the love and the outpouring and the support really came through. Because people could see it.
There's a recent story about the actress Ariel Winter from Modern Family. She was on the red carpet, and somebody had made the comment, ew, cover up those scars. Your scars are showing from her breast reduction. And, she just owned the scars, saying, no, those scars are me now. Why would I hide me? That's me now. So that picture that you posted on Facebook of that woman, Katie, saying, no, this is me now. And I feel beautiful about who I am now.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the most powerful messages that any woman across this world could get, is just owning your own beauty. Your beauty is yours. You don't have to look like this person over here. You don't have to look like that woman over there. You don't have to look like the cover girl model. This is you, and you're gorgeous.
Yep.
And you were able to give her that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We all need to find that inside of ourselves because we all battle with it. But it was just kind of cool that she got to really turn a negative into a positive, because we all have to find it on our own.
Definitely.
She went through a hard time and had some good feedback from some good things, and then ended up being able to take all the good from it. So she did find her inner beauty once again, I'm sure, from that, because I looked at the picture of that I took on my phone of just the pre-drawing with the yellow Sharpie, and her body didn't look as amazing before the tattoos, and it wasn't about her physical look. It wasn't about her anatomy. It was just about those tattoos really brought something to her that's mind-blowing and staggering and phenomenal. And it really gave her back her womanhood and her femininity, and in an odd way, without nipples, because socially nipples are what's sexy. But we gave her sexy back just by throwing some sick tattoos on.
Some Justin Timberlake style right there, giving sexy back, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So to kind of wind things down a little bit, we like to do something we call the Fast Five, if you're cool with it. It's 5 questions I'm going to ask fairly quickly. It's almost like a word association, just kind of like first thing that comes to your mind. And I'll be the one delivering them, so it's quick and easy. But I'm going to shoot them to you here, and just whatever comes to mind, shoot right back, okay?
Okay.
All right. Kisses or hugs?
Both.
Ooh, good answer.
They kick ass.
Favorite musical artist of all time?
Ooh, boy. Oh, man, that's a rough one.
This just turned into slow five, dude.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, good one.
Nice.
Okay, so boxing match. Rocky Balboa at his height, Rocky IV style, versus Mike Tyson in his prime. Who wins?
Mike's going to beat him up, but Rocky's going to take the title.
Ah, nice. One piece of advice you wish you could give your 18-year-old self.
Don't be a dick.
Cut and dry right there. Tough to argue that. All right. And lastly, where can people find out what you're up to, what's next for you, where you're going to be, where you're traveling to, and how to reach you?
Honestly, the simplest way, just Google me. Robbie Ripoll, ROBBIE RIPOLL. But if you want a more direct track, RobbieRipoll.com. Robbie Ripoll Tattoo at Gmail is how people can contact me about setting up appointments or any business stuff. Facebook, Robbie Ripoll, and then also my fan page, Robbie Ripoll Tattoo Studio. Those are great places to find me. Instagram is my most active social media aside from Facebook. That's also Robbie Ripoll. So basically, my name is everywhere on everything that you want to find me with. As long as you can figure out and remember how to spell my last name, then you're good to go.
Yeah. Could we also Google hot tattooer with heart on face? Will that get us what we need?
I would prefer that. I think we should start a hashtagging that. Maybe I'll start coming up in the Google searches.
Nice. Hashtag hot tattoo heart.
I might just put your picture that you have of yourself on your other Facebook page of the wrecking ball.
Yes.
and maybe I'll just like circulate that around because you really own that well.
Oh, thank you. I don't mind being goofy. And now since I've lost so much weight, I'm actually going to have to do another goofy one. I was thinking about doing the Kim Kardashian pictures that broke the internet. Where she, so I was thinking about doing something like that for my next banner, because that's my convention banner, and that was my business cards and my stickers for the longest time. But I've lost 80 pounds since then, so for me.
Awesome. Well, huge thanks to you, sir, for coming and hanging out with us today. Thank you so much for taking the time.
And Robbie, I got to tell you, from not knowing you and getting to know you a little bit here, I'm glad the world's a better place with you in it. I like the love you put out there, and I really appreciate your perspective on the world. I think it's pretty wonderful stuff.
Dude, you just gave me the warm and fuzzies all over. Like, I literally got a physical chill from that. Thank you so much, man, because confirmation is a hard thing to come by sometimes, especially about your character. And the more I've been working on my character, the more I've been getting confirmation. So it really helps. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being there, helping me spread what I'm doing and helping spread what you guys are doing, because you guys are pretty kick-ass yourselves.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and Robbie, hopefully I have the balls. I really want to meet you, face to face. Can't wait to see you and hang out with you. And maybe, I hope, I have the balls to do the suspension, because I would really like to try that.
Dude, well, I'll get contact info for both of you guys from Josh, and or Josh, just set us up in a group text for all four of us to talk, and let's continue talking about it for Chicago. If not, I can always plan for you guys to come to Florida, have a nice weekend suspension bro down getaway. There's 1,010,000 different ways we can do it, and I'd love to meet you guys. I'd love to suspend with you. I'd love to be your support team putting you up, because honestly, man, on the other side of suspension is a different mindset.
Yeah,
it sounds like it.
Sai's pissing his pants already.
No,
so.
I'm excited.
And honestly, I used to get super terrified every time, but I've done it probably about 15 times now, so the terrifying nature is kind of going away. But yeah, terrified is normal, and that's why you have to do it if you're that terrified.
There you go.
Yep, money where your mouth is, sir. Walk that talk. It's on.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. That's it. We got two big fellas trying to come up on some hooks. Hell yeah!
Awesome. Don't make it worse,
dude. I used to suspend when I was over 300 pounds, and when I did my first chest suspension, a guy that was almost 400 pounds, he was like, "Ha ha ha! 305, you're a baby." so there's huge guys that go up on hooks. It's just about how many hooks you need. The bigger you are, the more hooks you do, and it's safe all the way around.
I'm going to start dieting right now.
Cool, yeah. Vegetables from now on.
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Robbie. We will hopefully catch you in Chicago. We'll see. But thanks a lot for for coming on today and chilling out with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to do more with y'all.
Excellent. You take care, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, fellas. Have a good one.
See ya.
See you, Robbie.
All right, bye.
Wonderful. So that was pretty intense, huh? We dove into some crazy stuff, right?
I think that I know what's going to happen.
We talk about what's going to happen?
We talk about things. You have an understanding, whether it's Facebook or it's Instagram and things like that. And then you really get to know somebody, and you realize that even though I didn't have a bad perspective about Robbie, but There's so much more to people, and I think that's one of the best parts. One of the things I'm most excited about this podcast is we're going to be able to dig in and really get to know people. Because I instantaneously like this dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's incredible. So I just can't wait to meet him now. I'm excited about it. You know,
Dude, I'm excited to meet y'all. Am I supposed to be still linked in here?
You're not.
Am I
that's
like
okay.
a fly on the wall?
It's all good. You are.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, dude, I'm super excited about meeting y'all, and honestly, doing this podcast with y'all has gotten me like over my pussy ass fears of doing my own podcast.
Oh, really?
So,
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do something because I got a lot of perspective and I got a lot of weird shit to talk about that could possibly help some people.
There you go.
I definitely want to. This is giving me a lot more courage to put myself out there in the same fashion. So
Awesome.
I appreciate
You'll be
meeting
great at
y'all.
it, so.
Yeah. I think we all gained a lot of perspective on each other from this one.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Totally.
can't wait, man. Well, I got to get to work, and it was great meeting you guys. So now I'll leave you and stop being a creep that isn't supposed to be in the conversation.
It's all good. Hashtag creeper, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks so much, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That was rude. That's all right. But I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
You instantaneously like the guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those
I
things,
can't
just
wait
right
to
away.
meet him. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
And,
Very
you know, you were saying when we thought Robbie had got off the phone, you were saying, I can see how this is going to go.
Well, my assumptions. Yeah, my assumptions are that he's a tattoo artist. We're going to talk about certain things. We're going to hit on certain topics. I had the whole Sundance thing planned, but I just like how conversations have their own life and they take on their own thing.
Right.
And you discover more than you ever thought you'd find out. I like that.
Right. And I can also see this podcast helping out a lot of people and taking us on this journey. Every time we meet somebody, they're like, hey, you got to try this. Have you not tried this? We haven't tried this. Come down and hang out with me for a weekend.
And I don't know why I just blurt out things like, oh, I want to do that. We should get together. But I think I see when you see people like Robbie who are so positive and so excited about what they're doing, it makes you go, oh, okay, well, I'll give that a shot. I don't know what it's about, and it sounds scary, but if he is walking around and he's just fine, that sounds great,
I think it comes down to a lot of times, you just kind of blurted it out, like you say, but when you put it out there kind of into the universe, as Robbie mentioned, it's really easy once you kind of manifest it into this thing that's not floating around up here,
right,
to become reality. I mean, look how fast he's like, come to Florida, come to Chicago. You're not far from Chicago. Come right over. Let's do it. We know people like that fast. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm excited about too with the show. I mean, he brought up suicide, 15 minutes in. And like, that's intense.
Yeah,
right.
But what's so great about it is not only was he comfortable, like you mentioned, it's going to help people. It's going to help people discover themselves, discover obviously new topics, and really I'm hoping it helped. I feel like today's show helped me grow. So I can only imagine what listeners are going to feel as well. I think that's so intense.
That's the whole purpose of the show, right?
Exactly.
You got it.
Yeah.
So everybody out there listening, please be sure to hit us up on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, joshuacoburn.com. If you have kind of a topic you want us to cover, you can hit it up at joshuacoburn.com too under Wellraiser Society. There's a little form you can fill out and let us know what you want us to discuss. If there's a certain topic we can cover before or after the show, we certainly will. You can also find all of us, I think, on the Facebooks, the internet, anywhere, basically, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. If you're struggling, though, if you're having issues, suicide, depression, anxiety, or what the heck ever else, at joshuacoburn.com, you can find the Relief and Resource Center, which will definitely help you out, hopefully give you answers and make you feel possibly less alone. That's what it's all about. So remember, here at Wellraiser Radio, it's always a safe place for us to hang out. And there's always...
no judgment.
And kindness.
Just kindness.
Just kindness.
Just kindness.
It's all right. One of these days you'll get it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.